What's good? I'm Day. If you already know me, welcome back. Let's talk about true love today. Let's talk about true love and how to acquire it. If you already have it, maybe the video's still for you, but congratulations on finding true love. Congratulations. But I know there's a lot of people who just don't have that. You feel me? So, long story short, I acquired my soulmate on my journey at the age of 21, right? She was 19 and a half. And yeah, we met online. We met on Twitter. And I didn't even use Twitter. And she didn't really use it like that either. But she followed me on there because she found a music video of mine that I did 2 years prior to her meeting me, that only had like 1,000 views type shit. It was not, it was just me like practicing my craft basically. I was out with some friends, shot a little music video, boom. I told this story before on this channel. I think. I think I did. Um, I tell it to, a few people, so I lose track. But yeah, she saw it. The song, I was being authentically me, even though I was juvenile in my journey. Not juvenile, actually, I was pretty good, but like I was able to communicate, what I wanted to communicate. My style, it was decent, um, and she enjoyed it. She felt like it wasn't corny, and me speaking about my beliefs in it and being authentically me, being unique, it caught her attention. So she read my energy through a digital screen. We didn't know we lived 2,000 miles apart from each other. I'm on the West Coast, she on the East Coast. And, she finds my Twitter, she follows me, and I saw she was a baddie. I slid in her DMs. I was like, what's good? Like, you're really pretty. I also, the reason why I did even reach out to her in her DMs was because on her page, she had like a few tweets and she seemed very like minded. So, yeah, we hit it off and we just started linking up in person, taking flights, meeting each other back and forth. And we fell in love very quickly, and I married her like a year after. And the rest is history. That shit was 11 years ago when we met. It's 10 years we've been married now. So I give you that little story to show you that true love is a real thing. I've been with the same person. We don't cheat. We don't have no toxic relationship. We don't be fighting. Um, None of that shit. Like, we don't suppress our emotions. We're very expressive with one another. We're very transparent. We got a child together, healthy family, all the above. Ain't no secrets behind closed doors. If you view my life behind closed doors, you be like, this nigga is who he says he is. He is. His family is what he says it is. All that. Like, I live a beautiful, healthy, rich, extremely wealthy life. Like, my life is amazing. I've acquired real love, and it has carried me through my whole entire journey. Um, After those 11 years, you feel me? I wouldn't be here where I'm at physically. I wouldn't be here where I'm at spiritually, all that mentally, emotionally, if I didn't have my soulmate. I just wouldn't. At least not right now. At this point, it'd probably take me longer to mature. You feel me? Um, True love, if you desire it, the first thing that I'm gonna tell you is that you need somebody like-minded. Like I said, me and my wife sharing like-mindedness, and we have since day one. But we change on our journeys, especially me. I changed my beliefs from who I was back then. Back then, I identified as Christian. Now, I'm not an atheist. I don't know what the hell I am. I'm just somebody who lets the world uh, I just look at it as creation, as art, and it's left up for interpretation. And I don't know who to attribute that to because I've come to find through my historical research that nobody does. Since the beginning of documented history, nobody has seemed to know who it is. They just like to pretend that they do a lot of times, and build establishments, organizations based off of those perspectives to enslave people's mindset or to make themselves feel better about life since they can't handle the uh, the darkness of the unknown. It's like being cast into the middle of the ocean and just like not knowing what's what, like not knowing where to go, not knowing what time it is, not knowing what's above or below you. You just there. You feel me, in the abyss. Like, that's how I view spirituality, and I'm cool with that. Like, even though I have a whole bunch of information when it comes to my spiritual life, at the end of the day, you got to submit to the fact that you just don't know a bunch of stuff, really existential things, like where we go after we die, like all that shit. A lot of people like to just make it up to feel good about themselves. So my beliefs, I had an answer in my mind when I was younger based off of, what I grew up believing and what I was taught. And some of the conclusions I came to for myself, but I didn't know that they weren't conclusions, they were hypotheses. So my beliefs started to change as I started to mature. And my wife was still identifying as Christian. You feel me? And our beliefs, they were different for at certain points in time. And there was some friction when it came to our ways of thinking. But at the beginning and end of the day, we were still grounded in what we truly believe, which we uncovered later on, which is the golden rule. So we believe that you should treat others the way that you want to be treated. You feel me? We believe that. And even with that approach, I'm still different than her. I'm still different than her, from her as a man. I'm still different from her. And like when it comes to my epigenetics and how I behave, like my language that I use and uh, how I how I'm more aggressive at certain moments. She's really like prissy and chill and reserved. She's a duchess like type of girl when it comes to like I'm not talking about no other shit when it comes to that term, but like she's like I'm thinking Duchess the cat on Aristocats, the Disney movie, nigga. She's like that. She like she a lady, you feel me? Like I'm a ghetto nigga from a certain place and I've seen certain things. So my behavior is a lot more aggressive because I was raised by a masculine woman too. That was like the toughest gangster that I fucking know is my mom. Above all the gangbangers in my family who done killed and have been killed in war, niggas that's in the street catching fades and all that stuff. Like some of the most dangerous things I done seen and some of the most criminal of criminal niggas ever. She still is like the toughest person that I know, like legit, because she's small, she carried her gun everywhere, and she was standing on business with whoever, whenever. It didn't matter. And she kind of like really taught me how to be that way. Be that way in certain ways. I'm a balanced version of it. She didn't have it balanced out. So like I say all that to say I'm very different from my spouse, but at the beginning and end of the day, we share like-mindedness on areas that we're grounded in. And that's what you need. You got to have these areas that you're grounded in when it comes to somebody that you choose to be your partner. You don't want to do that again. You don't want to repeat like having to find another partner after you feel like you found one already. You don't want to have to go through a process of feeling like you thought you knew somebody, but you didn't the whole time and they felt the same way. And now you guys got to go separate ways. Like, that's not fun, especially as no damn adult. It's not fun, but it's not fun for anybody because I remember going through it when I was a kid too. It's not fun. It's not fun no matter the age. It's not fun. So to acquire true love, like you got to know yourself. You got to know yourself first and foremost. You got to know who you are. You got to know who you are. If you know who you are and you're confident in who you are, you're self-actualized, therefore you have self-esteem. Even if you're super young, if you just know who you are, you're going to know what you want. You might not know what you need all the way. I didn't, but I knew at the from a foundational perspective, I needed somebody who was like me. I needed somebody who was like me. So we were asking each other a lot of questions and we were checking off boxes. In the beginning of our friendship, before we was even dating, it was like, me too, me too, me too, with a lot of stuff, me too. Oh, you see it that way? I don't really see it that way, but I stand on this. And then it's like, oh yeah, yeah, no, 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 me too. Even though I see it this way, I stand on that too. Oh, for real? Okay, okay, bet. So as time went on, even if we experienced hiccups on our journey, those hiccups, they were just hiccups. They weren't make or break situations, even when it came to our beliefs. Because it's hard if somebody is pulling away from, the God that y'all both believe in, and the other person is there just like, I still believe. It's just like, that could be difficult. That could be make or break for a lot of people. But foundationally, we have something stronger than our religious beliefs. And we didn't know that until we got to that point. But what carried us through, in hindsight, what I can say, again, is our foundational belief in the golden rule. Because it's just like, if you are going to treat me the way that I want to be treated, if you're going to always respect me, if you're always going to value me, if you're always going to go above and beyond for me and sacrifice for me, I could fuck with you long term. I could fuck with you the whole way through. You feel me? No matter what we go through, I could, you still my person. You still my person, even though we differ in our beliefs right now. And eventually, you know, my wife came to this side, not me forcing her at all. I said, go and find your own thing. And she went and found it on her own, and she's on this side with me. So now we both navigating on this journey. And since we made it through that, we know that no matter if our beliefs change dramatically in the future or not, like, we're good. You know what I mean? We're good. We're really good. You gotta have that. You gotta have that. You have to. My wife also knows that I put my purpose above all else. I don't put it above my family. It's not really like that. I don't make them compete. But it's like when it comes to what I need to do in this life, I'm a turn down this offer. I'm gonna turn down that offer. I'm gonna turn down that offer, and I'm gonna chase this thing. If it's not in alignment with this thing that I do, I'm turning it down no matter what it is. I don't care what you think. I'm gonna turn it down. And I've done that so many times throughout our journey. And she has disagreed many times on our journey, but it paid off. It always pays off. So now we're to a point where I've proven that that is the way, that she doesn't question me on that anymore. She never does. She never will again, because she knows this is the way. This has got us the results that we need spiritually, mentally, emotionally, physically. Like all that we desire, we got it because I kept choosing that. I kept choosing that. And just us as a family, she chose it too because she allowed me to do it. You feel me? She didn't give me a hard time. So doing that allowed me to see, like, doing that over and over again and having her behave the way that she behaves, even if we had disagreements, like, it allowed me to see this is like we stand at the end of the day. We stand on the same foundational ground. That's what a relationship, it really, a good relationship, a healthy relationship, that's what it always boils down to. It's that like-mindedness. It is. So know yourself, because you're going to know what's for you in your man or in your woman that you want. You're going to know, because those people are going to tell you, if you're upfront, if you know yourself and you upfront about who you are and you're being authentic, that person is going to see that, and you can ask them questions based off of who you are, and they'll answer them, and you'll get the response that you need, whether that person is for you or not. You'll get the response that you need, and you can make your decision. You can place your bet. If it's looking good, you're gonna say, I want to be in this relationship, and it's the same for them. You want to get with somebody that knows themselves as well. My wife knew herself. We had more discovery to do, obviously, with ourselves. We were young, 21 and 19 and a half, nigga. That's young. That's young. That's very, very young. That's kids. Our brain isn't even developed until we hit 25. You feel me? Like, we were very young, but no matter what, we stayed who we are because we both knew each other. We knew who one another was because we knew ourselves. So you got to know who your partner is. You got to ask questions. You got to be willing to sit through long days and nights of asking questions. I'm like peeling back the layers and seeing, is this worth the long-term investment? Because this shit can make or break you. A relationship can make or break you. It really can, because you put a lot into it. So if you put a lot into it and you don't get what you need in return, you're going to be fucked up for a while. I've seen it many times. It alters people's whole brain chemistry, I think. Especially like the longer you're into the relationship, or the more you're invested into it, I should say. It could fuck somebody up. It could fuck both people up or one person. I've seen it. I've seen it too many times. So like, choose wisely. And if you're in a relationship with somebody right now and you question it and it doesn't look like y'all like-minded, leave. Like, be done. Be done. Be done. Be done. Be done. Be done. Not in a selfish way. Just be done. Because it's not good for them. It's not good for them. It's not good for you. You already know that. It's not good for them either. So if you feel like bad about it, like, just think about them. Like, you saying you love them and you feel bad. Okay, love them enough to leave, my nigga. Like, leave. Leave. A lot of times you just holding on to, your nervous system is holding on to something, and you're not. It's your nervous system. It's scared to be alone. It's scared to, jump into the abyss again and be by yourself. Like, nah, leave. You need somebody like-minded, or you just need to be with yourself for some time. A lot of people also need to be by themselves. They do. True love is within first. You got to love you. You got to know who you are. Once you know who you are and you love the reflection that you see, and you're making adjustments to it, and you know you're going to be good on your journey, nigga, like, then you can acquire real love. That's when you're qualified. A lot of people don't know who they are and they don't love themselves, so therefore they're not qualified. Because how the fuck you gonna know who somebody else is and how you gonna know how to love them? It's impossible. It's impossible. It's impossible. It took two self-actualized beings to really obtain the type of love that I have here in this relationship that I have. That has been great for the past decade. It's gonna only keep growing because we are discovering who we are more and more and more and more. It's a never-ending journey. Self-actualizing is a never-ending journey. So since we know who we are, and since we have a lot of answers when it comes to uh, how to how to grow quicker, how to grow more efficiently in our spiritual lives, we're able to have and manifest a richer physical life together. You know, because the shit that we do in our relationship to make it better is we're just spending time being present with us and ourselves, and then we meet up together, and then we're present with one another, and then we just kind of expound on the information that has been that we've been receiving like from the ether, from above. Like, it's just constant downloads, and we're just like having constant epiphanies, and we share these things and it gets us high. And then, niggas be wanting to make love at that point, because it's just like, damn, like, it's nothing sexier than a person that knows who they are and and loves me for who I am. It's nothing to be accepted. Like, that's the biggest thing. Like, you gotta realize, like, a lot of people don't accept you for who you are. They want to change you out in this world. When you get with somebody who doesn't really want to change you, like, and my relationship, it wasn't all roses and beautiful blue clear skies, for a while. It wasn't horrible at all. Don't get me wrong. It was great. But my wife did want to change me in certain areas. She did, because I come from a rough background. You feel me? And I think that a lot of women want to change niggas, and niggas be wanting to change women too. But it's like, how can I say? It's like, if you know that foundationally you fell in love with the person for their authenticity, you don't try to make too many alterations to their character. You feel me? Even if you want to see them do better in certain ways, you don't try to make too many alterations. And if that person knows who they are and they tell you to back the fuck up and they got boundaries, at a certain point, you're going to know, like, I do need to chill out. I did fall in love with this character. I need to give them room to grow. You feel me? I need to give them room to grow. So it's like, a lot of times we want to see the best in other people, and we want to kind of change them to what we think the best version of themselves is. But we need to allow people to have that space to self-actualize on their own. It's self-actualize. It's not other actualize. Nobody else is doing it for you. It's self-actualize. So, like, me and my spouse, on our journey, we learn to give each other that space, that room, and especially her, to give us room to learn shit on our own, to make mistakes, and to change our beliefs and all kind of shit. Like, we just learn. And when we did, shit changed. Like, it just got better and better and better. I remember at a certain point, it just got dramatically better. Who the fuck is calling like this? Who's whistling? Some nigga is saying something. I don't know. It just got better and better. And now we're at a point where we can teach other people how to find the love that they want to find. Very simply, we do that. We got a little service on the side. We haven't really started like doing it. We did it with one person, and it went extremely well for her. But, that's just something that maybe we'll do in the future. It's just maybe a money venture that we'll take, maybe. But it's just another piece of contribution that we give to the world that we have in our arsenal, because we understand foundationally, like I said, it's all about like-mindedness. And we see that a lot of people don't have it, and they get with people they're nothing like them. If that person doesn't understand you and doesn't understand the way you get down in life, how can y'all ever be? Let that shit go. Let it go. Let it go for them and for you. Let them go. Let them go. Y'all could be friends, or y'all could just have been a moment in each other's lives. There's no guideline out here at the moment when it comes to, finding true love. That's the gap that we're bridging, like, in our lives, when it comes to the people that we talk to about love. Like, we just provide that bridge. It's just like, it's just based off of a bunch of questions, knowing who you are and knowing who the other person is, coming to that conclusion as quick as possible, very quickly, and then just scratching off like a checkbox. It's formal in its approach. It's like presenting a portfolio. If I was dating out here today, I swear to God, nigga, I would have a portfolio ready. I would have a portfolio ready, and then I would have a fill in the blank for the other person. Like, based off of my answers and what I have, I answered these. Here's a fill in the blank for you. Same questions. You answer them. Next time that we link up, let's sit down and actually talk about it. If we find that this is all good and we start checking things off, right there, we're going to start falling in love. That's how real love will happen right there. If you see that a person is really like you, no bullshit, really like you in a lot of different ways, even if they differ, but foundationally they're like you, I promise you, love is in the air. Love is about to happen naturally. Love, you ain't gonna be able to keep your hands off that person. That's what happened to me. I could not keep my hands off of her when I realized that she was very much like me. You, all this superficial shit when it comes to love and what niggas tell you on these shows and the dating advice and all that is, I'm telling you right now, that shit is boo-boo. It's not real. It's not true. It's not true. It's so acquiring real love is only complicated because niggas don't know how to do it. It's very simple when you know yourself, because all you got to look for is a person who represents you. That's it. Represents your philosophy and the way you get down. And the differences that y'all have, if they could be worked out because foundationally y'all stand on the same shit, go for it. Yeah, that's it. I don't want to keep saying the same thing over and over again. I just know a lot of niggas need this during this time. A lot of people are confused about this area of life, and I happen to be somebody who has what it seems majority of motherfuckers be wanting. Niggas been wanting the same thing I got in my relationship since I got into it. Niggas tell me they want what I have. We have been the blueprint when it comes to love across the board for a lot of people who've been married way longer than us. We the blueprint for a lot of the bullshit that they be going through that they want to fix. And a lot of times they realized that they couldn't fix it by witnessing us, and they broke up. And not us saying anything, us just living our lives. We don't be out there trying to give people advice on their relationship. Only if niggas ask, we will, and we not trying to be in your business. We the blueprint because we know who we are. And I look at people and I realize they don't know who they are, and that's why they in the fucked up position they in when it comes to their relationship. You wouldn't be with a person that you're not supposed to be with if you knew who you were and if you had real self-esteem because you know who you are. You wouldn't go for it. I had real boundaries, and so did she. Before we met and when we met. And shit, we invited each other into our space, and the rest is history. Now we got a kid. Happy life, beautiful life. The life I always wanted, the life I dreamed of. Yeah, you could get it too. And if you got it and you just wanted to watch this video to fuck around and watch it, congratulations. We here, we made it. Yeah, that's it. I love you. Have a good day. Good night, wherever the fuck you are. Peace.